It's Dashington Steam. If y'all can not.
They will use like pascals or megapascals. Because that in the engineering world,
No, I ain't
that's actually
dying.
when we talk about stresses and strains and things. Or not strains, but stresses. We talk about megapascals and gigapascals.
Okay.
I've not seen bar used, and I've done a fair amount of stuff in the metric system, so I thought it was just kind of out there. But people have corrected me, and apparently that's a pretty common thing. So that was a fun learning from the last 2 episodes. So I appreciate that. And by all means, I'm no expert on everything or any of this stuff, really. I've just got a little experience that I like to share. So if you guys have some knowledge that I don't, by all means, please let me know in the comments. It's really fun to learn all this stuff with you guys. Alright, let's not run into the train at 40 kilometers an hour. So we're going to knuckle in, and normally you'd have to cut the automatic out. If you have 2 locomotives, you have to cut the train brake or the automatic brake out.
Oh, a great big rolling railroad going million foot 90 miles an hour. Every engine going around. Riding these railroads anywhere. Trying harder, better.
When we go to drop the diesel, I don't want to take the diesel
Time
all the
to
way.
go to Vegas. Take a break from this railroad. And the engine will come here because we are the railroad. We are Union Pacific, we are Pacific of Union. Because we
lost some pressure, which is unfortunate.
I'm going to leave it here.
And the fire's
like
also unfortunate.
Right.
I'll try and use some amount of coal here.
Wait, let me see this much. That's just a small
junction.
Right there.
I don't want to set off until I've got a fair bit of pressure here, because we're going to need it to get up this hill here. I'm going to set up the independent, and I'm going to release.
Trust me, God, what do you got to go this line? Just tell me. What do you got to think? Okay. I didn't finish this. That's the point. That's the point. That's the excuse. I didn't finish the line because I didn't feel like finishing the line.
I did realize that
I didn't feel like it. So I'm just going to leave it there and start thinking about what I should add.
And I totally forgot about it. And that's why it came up just
I'm just going to add a few
things. And that's why the throttle was the correct way around. Because that's not actually what's
going on. And a freight depot. That's all. Just a freight depot.
So that's just got enough throttle to hold the train now.
Okay.
And rather than pay the teleportation fee, we'll come here and we'll notch this guy until it wheel slips and bring it back.
Eyes of an eagle. Who is that? No one can stop me, wolf or chica. Oh my god.
Okay, we can't give it 8.
We
can give it 7. Alright. Oh my goodness, is this gonna work? I have no idea what the weight of this train is. Oh lordy, no, don't waste my steam. Oh, I still have the brake on. Okay.
This is the depot. I know this better work his house.
And believe me, I've tried to
okay, this is the thing. They just
although I didn't have 2 locomotives.
It's just for engine to switch a track. So the other engine can pass by. If I did it this way. I don't know why I created this, but I'm just thinking this way.
There we go. Come on, baby. Heat out of this. Coming up to that junction.
Foreign gum. Fancy gum. Icebreaker smooth. Fancy.
For a limited time, get up to $40 in MasterCard virtual reward cards when you buy Shell Rotella.
Hey, it's your skin. CeraVe, developed a dermatologist, cleanses and removes excess oil with niacinamide and 3 essential ceramides. CeraVe prevents disruption of my barrier. CeraVe Foam and Cleanser.
And now introducing new CeraVe Anti-Dandruff Hair Kit.
I'm calling this the food toxic. This not a toxic.
There we go. This is why I wish this game was multiplayer. Because if I could be talking with someone who's running this single unit helper, helper pusher on the rear, we could really make something happen here. I'm just hoping that we don't run out of sand back there while we're still doing stuff up here. I've got it wide open up here. Temp is maintaining at 800. But we're losing pressure. Well, I guess I don't need to have it wide open, do I? Try and build some amount of pressure. Kick the blower on a little further. Can I get a little more heat out of that? Now I'm losing heat. Now we've got some... Oh, well, that was the last of the coal, ladies and gents. Okay, well, yeah, thankfully in this game they don't simulate the, air compressor needing steam to operate it, I don't think, so I always have air even if I don't have any steam pressure. We might find that out, that I'm wrong in that in a hilarious manner, but we'll just let me be wrong and enjoy that content if it happens. Let's come back and see what our diesel's doing. Working its butt off back here in run 8. We're starting to get in the high temp range even though that we're not pulling any amps still. And we still have plenty of sand, but we're starting to have a bad day as far as our fuel goes. So, or not fuel.
I gotta take this out of the plant.
I'm going to back it off a little bit. So I don't think we need it. We're not going sufficiently. And I will turn off the sand. And we're no longer slipping. Alright, so we can now jump up ahead once again. We're on the diverging route, but we still have a ways to go. And the blower is not going to be doing us much favors anymore because we don't have any more coal to feed it. And I guess we can bring the bar back a little bit and pray that we will soon go downhill. I forgot how long this hill is. We don't have far to go. I might have to get back in the diesel and give it run 8 again. So it's flat through there. I wish I could just buy just a little bit more coal for this darn thing. But just like the real thing, is developer for other game complains about unrealistic nature and gameplay of other game, and then proceeds to complain for not being able to just teleport tons of coal into his tender. That said, I really do wish you could have more. I mean, the coal does not last long. I mean, it really is not that much, which is kind of hilarious.
Alright, this is the freight depot. This is.
Okay, I can leave it in 8 for just a second here, I think. I don't want to. If we lose everything, we're not going to have a good day. But it looks like we're picking up speed now. So, come back down, temp gauge. Alright, temp gauge is going the right way. We don't want to have a low oil shutdown. So there's engine protective devices on these diesel locomotives that protect for conditions like that, like low oil shutdown or hot oil shutdown. And on the old ones, the low oil and the hot oil were the same thing, because hot oil would mean that you had less viscosity, say less pressure, right? If you got to a certain temp or limited amount of oil or low oil pressure, basically, a valve would open and it would shut the governor off, which wouldn't allow the mechanical fuel injection to continue in the cylinders. So you'd no longer be able to put in fuel, which means your engine stops. I'm going to keep the diesel on, I guess, because either we're going to have to go and get another one at the harbor to do switching. We finally almost come out of the yellow range. I think we'll do that. We are...
No, let me show you the line.
Happy here. We're doing great. We're even accelerating with this now, so this is good. I can live with this. We don't need to push it too much harder. Jump up ahead. And I know I can teleport, like, that's one of the features of the Caboose. I'm trying to remember what all the features are. Get out of here, you. I ran into the cord, and it made the whistle blow. I didn't press a button, didn't pull on you, nothing. Obnoxious. Alright. Picking up a little speed here. I should probably keep my map up. Not the station map, I keep doing that. The world map. And so we can see, and then that's why you have to do Alt, and then zoom. The rear of the trains, that caboose pretty much. The red. That's the whole point of the caboose. And you should be able to, I think you could just jump to the caboose. Oh, but I guess you have to fast travel to a locomotive was the thing. So if I click now, I can just jump back in between the caboose. But if I jump to this other locomotive, then it doesn't register.
Customize your car and test it in different amazing locations. Cars smash left and right, and the physics is just like in real life. And the best part, you don't even need Wi-Fi to play it. So try Drive CSX right now, and and let me know what you think.
There's something. I don't like cause I like trains. Listen well, fans. If Beer Boy, if you watching this, just let you know. Well, if you have a Samsung, just do screen record so you can make your own CBs on screen, not in real life if you need to. I don't say you have to though.
This is just gonna be a slow ride.
Now I'm not a big fan of Beer Boy. I'm not disrespecting him. Just saying, I joined 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago.
Different, in a couple different sessions, obviously, because I logged in and I basically started filming. Because I was genuinely trying to do a test run to see if I could even pull this, and then I forgot the game pretty much saves, and then you get stuck with wherever you're at. So, what do you guys are more familiar with the save mechanics of the game? Maybe you could have had a better shot at it with more coal, perhaps.
Oh, 90, yes,
Also,
90.
this coal
Got.
bunker is really
I need
small
the
for this
thing.
tender.
That's not that I got. That's something good I can. I'm gonna focus on this track. I'm focusing on the Freight Depot. Yes, the Freight Depot right there.
More and more that
Back off.
my narrow gauge American opinions, it's not necessarily true everywhere. We jump back here. We were losing a little speed, so I'm going to come back and see if we can't push on the rear a little harder.
It's gonna be a sign for one of them.
Alright, that's not too bad of a rate of increase. We can live with that.
Tug
Just
of
figure out the FP on the
war.
keyboard. Not that I didn't ranking the railroads online tech tree already. So that was a massive Well, I suppose the real joke is if we need to switch this out, there's another steam engine at the harbor. We could go steal coal from it and just toss it right in the fire from the other vendor. Fun fact, I've done that while steaming a locomotive up. Actually, not while out running, but we didn't have enough coal in 491's tender when we were steaming up, and she finally got to the point where she wanted to burn coal instead of just wood. and there was just nothing in the tender. It was after some maintenance had been done. I don't remember, but I had to run over to 346 with a bucket.
And it's gonna be for long trains, not just trying to go to.
Throw it in directly into 491 pretty much. And a 5-gallon bucket at a time, that sucks, let me tell you. A, that's heavy, and B, a 5-gallon bucket full of coal does not go far in a firebox the size of a pool table. Heck, this is going to take sufficiently long at this speed. And I
I just
don't
want to
know
show
what
the
you guys
range a
saying.
bit.
I've done a couple hints at stories, and then they come out so much later in different episodes. So I don't know if people that are wanting to hear them end up hearing them. So I suppose I should put my money where my mouth is and tell the boot story that I was talking about.
Remove skin in 60 seconds with Aveeno Skin Relief. It's super triple of complex and 72-hour hydration.
It's time to start seeing your to-do list for what it really is, your get-to-do list. The Polaris Ranger 500 is the right vehicle at the right price to help you make the most of the profit, making work part of the reward.
So I'm backing up the range.
Now you can save
Wait.
30% on building storage until September 22nd. Whether you're relocating to your new home or renovating your current one, don't miss this bigger than ever offer. Save up to 30% to pods.com.
We call it my shittiest day on the railroad, literally. Okay, so down in here, this is the nose of the locomotive, and there's sand boxes up very front, a pretty fill sand actually. But then down there is where the toilet and everything is for the, not as loud as the door open. That's where the toilet is, for the train crew, and it's got a little tank built in. It kind of looks like a...
Come on, why I can't do that? That's wait. Because I
Off the bottom of the
can't
tank,
sing.
there's a pipe that goes off to the side where a servicing crew can take.
Why can't do that? It's like two
people
switches
and all the things,
combined.
and then dump it, when time comes. So that way that, after a 12-hour run from X to X, the boot tank is full, put it that way. And, well, this particular locomotive that I'm
Yes,
referencing.
finally I
remember
got
the
something
road
to
number
work
and
right now.
everything, because
Now I'm getting
that
something to
started,
work.
I guess. We're picking up a might bit of speed. maybe it's time to go play with the brakes and stop.
Done. I am supposed to get this away. I need to get this away because it really don't post supposed to be there.
Nice and toasty.
It post like I can't do these tracks. These give me an update so you can do these type of tracks and then update.
And it was typically a locomotive that operated at the hump out of Pasco, and it was typically paired with a remote control locomotive or an RCL. So nobody was really in the cab of this.
Oh, this is a crazy track.
At any given time, you know, they were just they just use the bathroom and continue to operate the hump job and had complaints of bad smell. See where this is going. And it kind of down a couple times. And finally it comes in, and my laborers were cleaning.
I really never thought of this guy. But how with the engine? I might gonna say, you're gonna say, hi. How with the engine?
Well, the toilet was full.
But
So we hooked up the dump
I
cart.
really never got them done like that.
Okay. And then we took the dump cart to the dump station and we dumped the dump cart into another tank to get processed or whatever happened to it, went to sewage or whatever.
Okay, I did have to do that for good.
Okay, so the toilet didn't die. He goes, well, that's the thing, it did. I went back to
Right, now I had to make it work. I made it work finally after a lot of drains. I finally got it to work. I made something work for the first time. So an engine can go on another
And we're now on a
line.
hill, and I now need to be applying brakes. So we need to get to the head end of this thing.
They can't go in this line because I figure like that would.
Alright, so we're gonna get some brakes going.
I can't
And
do
we're gonna
these
keep
type
on
of
easy
tracks.
because it takes a long time to propagate through these new cars.
Dun,
So I don't want to totally stop because obviously I don't have any way to power through it. So I gave it a little set and I released it, and it's still propagating through the train, still applying brakes.
Jeez, how can
and
the
then
train come
slowly
here to load off
releases
their
from the front back to the rear.
cargo?
So you don't need to keep
Like,
that set
I can't
held.
do
You
these
need
none
to
of
take
them
one,
tracks.
let it ride for a little bit, and then kick it off. Typically before a corner, I keep calling them corners. Typically before a curve, so that the sideways forces of the flanges on the curve you down and maintain your speed while you don't have the air set.
No,
And so
I
you can see that
didn't
we're
shape it like to be
just
like
starting to
this.
start speeding up again, so we'll kick it on again. Back to the 1676. So we pull it up into the roundhouse. And I set my pipe fitter, who is responsible for all things toilet, Godspeed, God bless him, I set him about the problem, and he pulled the toilet off, and he was able to see that the dump pipe had broken off the bottom of the toilet. And so it's like, okay, well, so what does that mean? He's like, well, I'm going to have to cut the floor out of the nose.
Yes, I made it work. That's
and,
something I
we're gonna have to go
had
see
to
what
fix.
happened. And so the pipe fitter cuts the floor out of the nose of the locomotive. And, you know it's a bad day when somebody walks into your office with earplugs in their nose. Oh, man. He was a great guy, that pipe fitter. No one had that job, thankfully, because night shift was not a nice thing, not fun. We're still going downhill, so we'll keep this on here. I went to go look at it, and I mean, like, underneath the floor, there's a big open space in the frame.